Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the historic Open Wheel Championship on Project Cars 2. This is round 6, race 1 here at Rouen Essarts in France. For the start of this race, this is the Lotus 25, and we're going to be doing 9 laps in this first race, or the first sprint race. So the grid order is Bidzster on pole position. So Bidzster's on pole, from Andrea in second. I don't know why the camera altered there, sorry about that guys. Bidzster on pole position from Andrea in second, Neil in third, then it's Essarts in fourth, Stevie fifth in the orange carrot car, then Blakeney in sixth, Bradders seventh, Stacker eighth, Rouen in ninth, who finally gets to join us because his internet's working now, hooray, which is brilliant, and TY at the back of the grid. So let's get ready for a start to this race then. Ready to go, engine revs rise, waiting for the light to go out, off we go. It's a good start by Bidzster, he's away cleanly, and then in the midfield looks a bit hectic as Stevie ends side by side with Blakeney towards the first corner. Down through the first corner we go, very narrow this track, Rouen SR. The white bits on the side of the track are also sort of real white, like road going curbs, so they're very unforgiving as we go down the hill then. You'll find like a bit offline there as we all go down nice and neatly down towards the bottom of the hill, and there's a really nasty hairpin. You've got to brake while turning left as well, so this could get entertaining as we go down the hill then. Onto the brakes, and oh, sorry, so look at Neil. Stevie has to get out of the way, and then we've got Blakeney off the road as well behind as the camera tries to catch up, and oh, Blakeney and Bradders have come together. Starting out, Bradders comes back on the hit stacker as Rouen goes through, so Blakeney at the back then taking out a few hay bales while he's at it as we go up towards the next few corners then. Let's have a look. Neil Farmakin's third position. Here we go, up the hill, Bidzster slides his way in. As we go up the hill, Neil goes around that corner. Oh, Andreas spun round, does a complete donut and goes round, but luckily gets on his way again as Rouen and Stacker make contact out the corner as well. Oh, hectic first lap. As we go up the hill then, watching Andre getting back up to speed. And we've got Stacker and TY battling behind as we look out of this corner here. Onto the straight. Oh, we've got a hay bale goes flying up in the air. As we go down to this long straight, and then there's a really long right-hander flat out round this corner. There's Essarts and Neil right behind each other, the two teammates right behind each other here. Down towards the second to last corner. 90-degree right. You've got to really stamp on the anchors. Get the car turned in. Oh, Stevie's hit Neil. Stevie's hit Neil round. Neil goes round. Stevie's waiting for him in the orange car. He's waiting for him. So Neil rejoining. I don't think Stevie's seen him. He's just letting the traffic go by and then rejoins. But Stevie then outbrakes himself and hits Neil. Again, we'll get some replays on this first lap action in a moment. As we look at Stacker then picking up places in 5th place behind Neil Farmakin. Oh, just avoids the curb. Tried to get alongside Neil. Just before this next overtake, we'll get some replays on that first lap action for you now. Replay what happened to it with Blakeney and Bradders then. So watching Bradders onto the brakes. Blakeney's gone off already. Turn, Bradders goes a bit wide and then just run out of room and make contact with each other. No biggie there, and then obviously Bradders comes back on and hit Stacker, but what happened between him and Neil on lap 1, so going down to the braking zone. We're on the brakes, Neil brakes a little bit early for Essarts, but then Stevie just brakes way too late. Anyway, hits the back of him, sends him off into the grass, and then he does pull over and wait, but if you look, Neil rejoins and then goes back on track there, but then Stevie's already waiting, so he's going to wait for the traffic to go by and then resumes. As we come back from that then, Stacker just starts mowing the grass and lets a lot of people through, so we're trying to let TY through, but down the hill we go then, watching Neil and TY down towards the down this long complex of corners. So on the curve for Neil Farmack, very risky, that's not going to be good. He's gone wide on the grass into the hay bales and goes almost up the banking and starts joining the spectators for a barbecue, but goes down the hill then. He's rejoining up to speed now. Stacker's gone through, Bradders is behind him as we brake into the next corner. Brake, Stacker almost gets run into the back of by Neil, but just avoids him. All 4 cars very close together. Out of the corner then, Stevie looking for a way past Bradders here. So Bradders in the green car, Bidzster's teammate, doing a lot better in this one. Got a wheel setup that he's a bit more happy with now, getting used to it as Stevie then goes for the inside, can't quite make the move stick. Bradders gives him space as we go up the hill. We've got a left-hander now, banked left-hander. Into the corner nicely, get on the power, Stacker's on the grass, he's going to get passed by Neil around the outside here, he's got past him. Neil gets around the outside, the Stacker goes to the inside and loses control of the car, Bradders goes through. So Stacker then going backwards here very fast, he's contact with Stevie! Stevie's gone round in the carrot car, get out of the way! Whoa, close stuff, close instant there. As Roral and Blakeney go through, Blakeney goes through and takes advantage of going past Stacker and gets alongside Roral, who goes on the grass again. Oh, hectic stuff this. We'll get a little replay on what happened there as well. So Stacker goes wide, so does Stevie as well, but then he gets passed by Neil, and then Stacker goes off onto the grass again, he gets passed by Bradders. And out of this corner, he's got grass in his tyres, goes wide. Stevie has nowhere to go really, and then just ends up hitting him, and then quickly moves out of the way to avoid the other cars. But very lucky avoidance there, but nothing Stevie could do in that situation. As we come back from that then, Neil and Bradders are side, but is it Neil and Bradders? Yep, Neil and Bradders are side by side. Bradders goes through, so obviously Neil losing speed there, Bradders goes through into 5th place. Top half of the field for Bradders. Good on you, Sunshine. As his teammate Bidzster in the lead, as Bradders makes a mistake. Oh, comes across and hits Neil. Oh, that was very lucky side by side, wheel to wheel contact that, because that could have ended in much more of a disaster than that, but Bradders goes back to 6th place, so just not quite got the car control yet, as Stacker then right behind Roral, the American guy, almost literally right behind him. He could almost put his face onto the exhaust and have a smoke, but Stacker goes into the, I think he's had too much of a smoke actually. I think he's off, he's put hay bales all over the track. Stacker makes a big mistake there and Stevie headbutts one and sends a hay bale right into the pit lane. So don't not telling me that there's no drama in LPB racing. It's all happening here. Hay bales flying everywhere and madness. As TY and Neil go through, and then we've got Blakeney catching Bradders here for 6th place. Let's go back to TY and Neil. A bit further ahead into the hairpin. TY a nice inside line there. Neil trying to close up. As we look then at Bradders and Blakeney into the hairpin. Bradders goes wide. Blakeney can get on the power here a bit earlier, maybe get through. He's trying to poke his nose at the inside. Bradders says, no you don't, Sunshine. Not yet. As meanwhile in the lead, Bidzster. Class of his own here, up over the curb and off down the straight. There's Andrea in 2nd place, Cyrex in 3rd. Cyrex down to 3rd place here. As Andrea goes through, as we look at TY and Neil. TY and Neil coming up the hill. TY ahead in the blue car and turning his way into the corner. Lovely stuff there. There's Bradders onto the grass, Blakeney on the inside. Close stuff there, but Bradders not really looking. Bradders definitely is not in control of that car, so needs to work on his control a bit. But almost goes into Blakeney as well, because he needs to really work on his spatial awareness also. I think there's a lot of things he needs to work on, but he'll get there in time. As Roral then back down to 9th place, Stevie back up to 8th. Stacker's gone right back obviously after causing all that hay bale madness. As Bidzster now is coming up to that section, I think. He's coming up to that section, but they've all disappeared, which is good. Marshall's at work. Andrea comes through in 2nd. Cyrex comes through in 3rd in a very pale banana car as TY comes through. We've got a battle in the background. We've got contact in the background. Bradders and Blakeney. Blakeney goes round, just rejoins in front of Stevie, who has to avoid. Close stuff there. Bradders lets Blakeney go, so obviously Bradders feeling as though we're at fault there. So we'll get a replay on that for you now. Here's a replay of the Bradders-Blakeney incident on lap 3. So we're behind, on board with Bradders. Going to pass Blakeney on the inside. We break a bit earlier, and then we decide, right, let's put the power on, break a bit later on the inside. Could move, but goes wide. Then comes straight back across to the right-hand side, which there was no need for, really. There was no slide into the car there. He just came back across, hit Blakeney round, and then Blakeney's having to rejoin there, and then we rejoin behind him. So as we come back from that then, Blakeney then gets back going and then goes into the wall. Roral does the same thing as he got to the side of the track. Those white curbs, guys, I can tell you now, obviously as you can see there, they are not flat curbs, they are raised. They are just like curbs on a normal road, because back in the day, obviously this track, normal road track. So Rouen SR used in the sort of in the 50s all the way through to sort of the early 70s as Bradders is off. Bradders is off, and I can tell you what that is, guys. He is disconnected from the race, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, Bradders disconnects from the race. And Stacker moves up a place, and he's now catching the back of Stevie Blakeney and Roral as well. So good little battle raging on back here as Neil and TY, they're still battling out for 4th place. So TY not being left alone here by Neil in the yellow car. Neil goes off onto the grass though and almost takes out a sign while he's at it. Oh, these cars obviously not the easiest to control with them being old cars. This is the old Jim Clark Lotus from F1, and lovely car to drive, but obviously a bit more of a handful. And also the track's very narrow, because obviously this car is quite small. If you could see regular cars on this track, they'd be quite big for the circuit. So very narrow track as we go down to the next corner then. Roll ahead of Blakeney, Stevie and Stacker, all close for 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th positions. Blakeney closes up to the back of Roral now, going up the hill. And then we've got over on the curve there, he's going to go understeer, he's going to understeer off here. Oh, he's just Blakeney just avoids him. Stevie might be able to take advantage here with the slower pace of Roral down the straight. Let's have a look, see if Stevie can take advantage here. He should have an overspeed with the run out the corner, gets in the draft. Roral sticks to the inside, sticks to his guns. Stevie's going to have to go to the outside if he's doing it as well, but Roral goes to the outside as well. Stevie going around the long way. Going to try and take advantage of Blakeney's slipstream as well if he can, if Blakeney moves across enough. Down to the next corner, side by side, Roral versus Stevie. Down to the second to last corner, 90-degree right. Brake! Brakes Roral! Roral goes straight on and more hay bales go flying and goes around the tyres, but Stevie and Blakeney go through, so Roral outbrakes himself and sensibly rolls off the brakes and just lets it go into the hay bales because he didn't want to take the others out. So good stuff there. There's Stevie now on the back of Blakeney. Stevie versus Blakeney. This is a rivalry that goes back a year or two. So Stevie and Blakeney close together on track. Good friends in real life, real rivals on the track. Blakeney versus Stevie down through the first corner then, nicely through there. As we look at TY then, he's still ahead of Neil Farmack for now. Neil Farmack still behind him. Essarts is one of the fastest people on track though. He's trying to catch Andrea if he can, but Bidzster's still the man out front leading this race, so sliding his way up the hill. So he's got 3 seconds to Andrea now, so Bidzster must have made a little mistake somewhere, but it's still not enough for him to lose his lead yet. So still a good job there by Bidzster. As we look at Blakeney then in 6th place with Stevie right behind him. Apologies for that guys, the headset just decided to disconnect itself, but we are back on now. So into the corner then, Blakeney and Stevie up towards the next corner. Blakeney in front, Stevie just trying to follow his lines, just trying to capitalise on any mistakes. Goes a little bit wider there, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because there is good camber in that corner, which means that the track slopes into the corner, which is good because it means you can carry more speed. It's a bit easier to handle the car. As Blakeney gets a little twitch there, Stevie will close up a little bit and in a draft, but might not be close enough by the end of the straight. As TY still ahead of Neil for 4th place then, into the second to last corner. Very nicely through here for TY and Neil Farmack. Andrea is now behind Cyrex. Andrea makes a mistake, goes behind Cyrex now. Cyrex free to chase Bidzster. So we'll get a replay of what happened to Andrea there. What happened to Andrea for him to lose 2nd place as he goes into the little hay bales, into the wall, then onto the curve again, goes across the other side, loses control, he goes to the other side, he's actually playing pinball and then to the other side, and then finally spins the car into 360, finds the gear and gets going, but that was definitely a pinball high score, and he's still not done yet. It's like he signs out as well on the grass. What's he doing? But yeah, that's definitely one of the highest pinball scores of all time for Andrea. As we come back from that then, Bidzster out front leading the way, drifting that car through these corners. Nicely done. Bidzster loving these old cars and really showing us how to do it. As Stevie then still behind Blakeney onto the start-finish straight. Just got the little kink to go through here, and then we're on the start-finish straight, last corner. Very difficult corner because you're very tempted to take it flat, but it just comes with its risks. Because if you go flat, you might go wide up onto the white curve and then lose it altogether. So as you can see there, the pit lane on the left-hand side of the picture there, and the right-hand side of the picture. So that's going to be hard for the next race because it's a very short pit lane and you've got to slow down a lot on track and then you resume right onto the racing line. So it's a very important pit lane. As Roral in front of Stacker then in 8th place. Stacker trying to keep with him, not doing a bad job here at all, as Bidzster then comes up onto the back straight, over the curve onto the back straight nicely, and off down we go, building up the speed to 140 mile an hour. Not the fastest cars, these ones in a straight line, but they are nice to handle, and they are, well, not harder to handle, but they're lovely cars to drive, should I say. That's a better way of putting it. But Blakeney's still ahead of Stevie then, still controlling the pace from Stevie in 6th place. They're not really going to make any inroads into TY unless he makes a major mistake. But Neil is through past TY, I've just noticed that actually. TY's gone backwards here. So TY's gone backwards, we'll get a replay on what happened to TY. As we come back from what happened to TY then, back to Stevie and Blakeney battling it out for 6th place. Stevie has a little look there, but no way through. Up onto the straight, who's going to get the better run onto the straight? They both get a very equal run, but Stevie's going to get in the draft here. So this could help Stevie out, let the car sing in 4th gear. Then change up to 5th at the last moment, because 5th gear is quite long in this car. Try and cope with the top end speed. As we go down the straight. In the draft, right behind him, looking left, looking right, they're trying to dummy Blake into a false sense of security, goes for the inside, it worked, the carrot car's on the inside, brake, Blake's going to try and keep it round the outside if he can, goes wide onto the curb, will Stevie go through, still side by side, brilliant racing between these two here, down to the last corner, Stevie's got the inside, but Blakeney might be able to lift off and get a cut back, but I think Stevie's going to get it, Blakeney tries to go on the outside, but Stevie makes the move on the inside. Fantastic pass there for Stevie, and he goes through into 6th place. Blakeney will not be happy about that, he'll have to chase him back down again. Got to do all that hard work again, and Stacker and Roral then. Stacker's ahead of Roral, so good. So Stacker's through into 8th place. They had a good battle on GT Sport the other day on Tuesday, and now obviously on Thursday they're still having a nice battle on Project Cars as well, which is really good to see. So Stacker then ahead as Cyrex is still ahead of Andrea. So Andrea catching up to him, but not quite at the rate of knots he needs to pass him before the end of the race, unless Cyrex makes a mistake, but close to the wall there. There's Bidzster then still out front, leading this race. 13.1 last time round, 13.2 for Cyrex, and Andrea 12.8. So Andrea pulling out the stops here, but Bidzster just doing enough to keep in front and control this race out front, and obviously this is going to help him in the point standings. And also I should point out, should have pointed this out earlier guys, I do apologise, but all Bidzster needs in this race is a top 6 finish, and he is champion already before the end of the season. So Bidzster doing really well in this series, really likes these older cars, and he's showing us all how to do it. But Bidzster on his way, looking like to be the champion, as he makes a little mistake there, as though just about holds onto the car. Good car control there from Bidzster, but still pushing on, obviously for the extra point for fastest lap. So Bidzster not giving up by any sorts, having fun with this car also. As Stevie and Blakeney then, Stevie's in front of Blakeney. Blakeney got to try and catch up here. Down the walk, round the one right-hander, flat out. Blakeney in the draft, he's going to have to go to the outside because Stevie's making it abundantly clear he's going to defend that inside with all his might. And then, apologies for that guy's headset disconnected itself again, but we're back. Stevie is ahead of Blakeney still, defends the inside line. And down towards the next corner. Lovely stuff. On the power, Blakeney closes right up here. He's not going to try and pass before the next corner, surely. Side by side down the start-finish line. Blakeney versus Stevie. Blakeney on the inside. Stevie's going to have to lift out of this here unless he's going to be brave and try and break out around the outside, but you can't really do it at this corner. You've really got to back off and let him through, and he does. Discretion is the best part of valour, so it's the better part of valour, should I say. And Blakeney goes through for 6th position. Stevie down to 7th after a fantastic move there by Blake. Gets the run and gets the job done. As Andrea then closes right up behind Cyrex, right behind him, contact side by side. Andrea wants to get through. Andrea ruthless in his attacks with every move he makes. Cyrex will know this, and he's right behind him. Onto the straight we go. Andrea gets a good run here. Cyrex is going to have to play the defensive game. Will Andrea try and go through before the right-hander? I don't think he's going to have the run. As we go down the straight then. Lovely stuff. Down the straight we go. And the corner, right behind him, almost in the back of his gearbox. Andrea moves out to the right-hand side to get the inside line for the next corner. Sykes doesn't bother to defend. He's going to try and do a cut back or hope he outbrakes himself. Down to the next corner we go. Andrea on the inside. Oh, wheel to wheel. Oh, a little bit of contact out the corner, but that couldn't be avoided. And Andrea goes through for second place. What a move there. A little bit of contact, but luckily just got away with it. But quite risky contact in these open wheel cars. But Andrea not phased as Essarts goes off the road and up in the air. Oh, into the wall again. And just about recovers the car. Good hold there by Essarts, but just a bit rattled by what happened with Andrea there and just got himself caught out. But onto the last lap of the race we go. Bidzster in the lead by a country mile. Down to the next corner goes Bidzster, so he's in front still. As TY then goes through in 5th. He's trying to catch Neil up, but I don't think he'll do it before the end of the race. Blakeney and Stevie still having a nice battle there for 6th and 7th. And it's Stacker still ahead of Roral. Where's Roral gone? He's round here somewhere. Oh, he's on his roof! Roral's on his roof. Something's happened to Roral. We'll get a replay on what happened to him, but he's stuck. Okay, here's the replay what happened to Roral then. So goes through, hits the hay bales and just flips the car over, and it just unfortunately lands on its roof. And without no reset button, there is nothing you can do. As we come back from that replay, and Roral's still on his roof. He's not got a reset button. He can't do anything. He can't reset his car, so unlucky for him. But Bidzster's coming up to that section now, so you'll have to be careful up here because Roral's on his roof. So close to the end of the race as well, but that's why you assign a reset button for these games, so you can get back on track as Bidzster goes through past Roral and on his way to take victory in this race, but he's not quite there yet. As Andrea then comes through in 2nd place. He's going through up past the incident as well. Sykes will be next as TY then in 5th. Neil in 4th still. We've still got Stevie and Blakeney having a good battle here. Blakeney's ahead of Stevie. Stevie's still looking for a way through. Stevie looking to pass. Blakeney defending the inside. No way through yet as Bidzster then is watching Bidzster's progress. He's coming through the last corner now. The second to last corner, should I say. Stevie goes for the inside. Oh. Sticks his nose in there, but Blakeney's not having any of that. No way, Jose chops his front end off. You're not getting past that easy, sunshine. As we go up onto the straight, Blakeney makes a little mistake there. Stevie will close up. But Bidzster is going to win the race. Well done to Bidzster, he wins the race and he is champion also. Bidzster wins, well done to Bidzster, wins the race. Champion as well of the historic Open Wheel Championship. Well done Bidzster, well deserved. Andrea's going to come through in 2nd place after a good fight with Cyrex. 2nd place for Andrea there, and it's going to be 3rd place for Cyrex. Good racing by them also. Cyrex in 3rd. Neil Farmack in Cyrex's teammate is going to be in 4th place. Well done to Neil Farmack in 4th. TY will be happy with 5th. A decent 5th place for TY, more points in the bag. Meanwhile, these two, Blakeney and Stevie, still close together on track. But it looks like it's going to be Blakeney unless he makes a mistake through this last corner. Through we go. Blakeney goes through in 6th place. Up towards the line, weaves a little bit just to celebrate, but don't want to lose too much time here, Blake, as we go across the line. Austin Tay Bales, Blakeney 6th, Stevie 7th, and it's going to be Stacker who rounds off the 8th. Because Roral unfortunately has had to retire to the pits because he has no reset button, and Brad is still floating in the air because he's disconnected. So Stacker then will be in 8th place. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that end. So Bidzster takes victory in that one and he's now the champion of the historic Open Wheel Championship. So well done to Bidzster. Andrea in 2nd place, 3rd for Cyrex, then 4th for Neil Farmack. 5th place is TY. Blakeney finishes ahead of Stevie in 6th, Stevie 7th. And then we've got Stacker in 8th, and Roral unfortunately had to retire because he didn't have a reset button on his roof, and Bradders unfortunately disconnects. So as you come back from that then, there is your winner of that race, Bidzster. He wins that race, well done to him. and we will see you guys next time for race 2 around this track. See you later, guys. Take care.